think what I really want everyone to realize and know is that we are a direct descendant of our 4 founders that worked so hard to get the business to where it is. My grandfather would have been the first one to actually start a Collett Hardware. Started in Waynesville, probably been in the 1920s, maybe even in the 1900s. After that location was sold, then they moved, and my dad got involved, and they moved to New Burlington. Well, I would probably say that my dad took it up on himself as a challenge to make it successful. He was never one to walk away. Whatever he put his mind to, he was going to make it a success. I think a part of it was he was a people person. He loved his customers. There wasn't a question, a problem, a situation that if he didn't know the answer to it, he was going to find it, or he was going to go out and get what that customer needed. My parents were married in 1941 or 1942. She obviously knew what Dad did. I don't think she realized the commitment that it was going to take on her part. They basically lived in the hardware store for quite a few years until the late 1950s. And I know that was hard for her. She would talk about going to bed at night cold because the store was a cold place. It wasn't a warm, cozy place to lay your head at night. So she always told me going forward, she was never going to be cold. So you'd go into her house and it was 80 degrees every day. And then my uncle got involved and they put an operation in Spring Valley. So it kind of was a building process from 1 to 2 and then on into Wilmington where there was a 3rd. Growing up in the business. Pretty all-consuming from an early age. If I wasn't at the hardware store, running around through the aisles, I was in a propane delivery truck. I spent about every evening during the fall and winter months. We didn't have our own storage facility for propane, so we would have to travel to Enid, Ohio, to pick up propane. I can remember multiple times when New Burlington would flood because our store was located in the lower portion of New Burlington. Our driveway at our house looked like a propane delivery station because all the tanks that they were afraid were going to flood away, they would bring to our driveway and park them. So trucks and tanks and just about anything was sitting at our house. It was just a way of life. And I don't think I knew that there was a different way of life out there. When you were a business owner and you lived in your business, it was 24/7, 7 days a week.
I think the biggest thing that I've learned from this experience about Mom is just seeing her passion that she has for this company, for the career that she's chosen, and for our customers, for our employees, and just really enjoy watching her in those moments. If you're going to get involved with something, go all in and devote what you need to in order to help out. Leave it in a better shape than where you found it. One of the ways that I've seen my mom put customers first, the phone's ringing and everyone's busy, she'll pick up the phone. And the world ends at that point because she thinks at that point that problem that customer had is the most important thing in the world and that we need to take care of it. So regardless of what the rest of us are doing, what we have going on, we drop what we're doing to help Mom get that taken care of, because if not, she's on us till it's done. So, that's probably another thing that I've learned from Mom is that she does truly care about our customers, and if they have an issue or if they just need a gas delivery, she wants to make sure that it's taken care of and wants to make sure that we get the job done. There's probably a lot of milestones and bragging points for Mom that she wouldn't talk about. Winning an award through the Xenia Chamber of Commerce for just her work in the community and things is probably something that she won't talk about. Taking families that are customers of ours and that didn't have a lot and making sure that they had Christmas presents or food. And then just the little donations that I know of, because I'm sitting in that seat now and getting phone calls and hearing about, little things that Mom's done over the years. So I know that there are a lot of things that she won't talk about. And some of those are public, but most of them aren't. Most of them are little things that she did to help people along the way that no one will ever know about, including myself. And I think that's how she would like it to stay, is because she never wanted the spotlight. She just wanted to be there to help and do her part and make things better. And that's what she's done.
Jane has a way of simply not taking credit for much of anything, but yet she's had a tremendous impact. Jane's dad was approached to help get this new thing called the Greene County Community Foundation started. And in the true concept of family stewardship, he offered not just a monetary contribution to get things rolling, but more importantly is that he offered that his daughter, Jane, might have an interest in terms of taking a leadership role with this brand new organization. The Greene County Community Foundation's concept of making a difference is that you're not necessarily establishing monetary goals, or what you want to do is it's the true concept of people helping people. And really that's been Jane's history going before I knew her, certainly until today.
Family operations, you hear about them not working or anything, but it's always been a family operation, but not just with the family, but with the employees also. And that's the secret. What I like about it is the freedom to do my job and the trust that Jane has given me to do that. The trust in me means a lot. And it gives me an opportunity to work with people and interact with people. I've worked in the gas business since '67, so what's that, 52 years. Yeah, I left. Part of it was for personal reasons, and the rest of it, I wanted to learn more about the propane, and Don wasn't quite ready to experience that because they're really young at it. Jane's dad asked me to come back. I was ready to come back. I'm a country boy. And I got treated like a human being here instead of somebody, getting kicked around all the time. When you go out in the middle of the night, let's say for instance you get called out in the middle of the night to run gas and they're out of propane, and you go there and they're freezing to death, and you put the gas in, you go in like your little pilot, and they got a big smile on their face. That's satisfaction. Helping other people means trying to keep them safe and, interacting with them.
I've seen a lot of examples of employees taking care of customers. You have the actual propane side of things where we go in and find a potential leak or problems that our guys help either fix or help guide a customer to help with, or to fix, or where they need to go. So that's a big thing. I see our office employees who always have a smile on their face even when it's been a hard day, and they're extremely helpful on the phone to all the customers. And then I've seen where our employees have helped customers with yard work around the house while they're there, or little things like that to big things. I know of a story where when older couples have been snowed in or something, our drivers will go get groceries and bring them to people who can't get out of their houses. Things like that I think are the little things that we do that kind of put us above, our service above other people out there. And so, when you have employees who have that passion to not only come to work and do their job, but also want to really take care of their customers and make sure that the customers are happy, there's going to be stories like that all the time.
In tough times, we feel like we go the extra mile. We try to work with the customers the best we can. We try to work with them on the price and how many gallons are delivered, at that time, and what they can afford. We don't want anybody to run out of heat and be cold.
Our employees are just good individuals. They get what it means to be good people in the community. It's something that you really can't ever put a value on. It's just beyond what most companies would expect their employees to do. They just do it because they're all good people. There's just numerous things over the years that they've done that I probably don't even know about unless the customer tells me about them, because they're not doing it obviously for recognition. They just do it because they're good people.
I would highly recommend Collett Propane to my family members. It's just a great place to work. It's family atmosphere. They treat you nice. If you work hard for them, you get treated better.
When you're expected to work hard, you have to do it. And then when you have downtime, you know, you're allowed to do things a certain way, and they're kind of laissez-faire with things as long as everything still runs. What better place to be?
The family atmosphere here at Collett Propane is great. You know, if you can't rely on family or count on family, who you got, you know? Love how, doesn't matter what's going on during the day or even in your personal life, they're here to listen and take time, you know, to see what's going on, always ask how your family's doing, and that means a lot to me.
Started working for Jane, it was kind of, can she do it or can't she do it? Well, she took the bull by the horn because there was hardly any women in the LP gas industry at the time at all. I mean, she started out with 0, and it is what it is today. And I got a lot of respect for her.
The passion that she shows for the different things that she chooses to get involved in, whether that's work or her family, it's had a major impact, and I've learned a lot watching her over the years. Just, like I said, going full into something and devoting herself to it, and not just, you know, trying to help out a little bit here and there, but when she does something, she goes all in, and I have loved watching her do that and really learned a lot from that.
What it means to me to pass this company down to the next generation it means the world to me.
Well, I'd hope to say that the future's bright. You know, with 4 boys taking over, us 4 brothers taking over from Mom, and still having Mom's input, I think it could be a really cool combination of things, because we all bring different things to the table. So, you know, I know that there'll be some changes that we want to make, but in the long run, we want to keep things working the way they are because it's worked so well for a long time. My mother has taken what my grandparents did and created an awesome company, and has really, you know, my grandparents laid the foundation, and they worked really hard to be able to have something for my mother to take over, and then my mother's taken it and she's put her touch on it, and it's grown so much since then. We want to keep things running the way they are and just try to make them better.
The company is not going anywhere. We are here to continue to grow and to be around for another 20 to 30 years. I'm sure there'll be changes made. There were minor changes made when I was coming in to become the boss lady. But they're not going to be changes just for change's sake. They're going to be changes that will make the company more profitable, more productive, and in the end, a better place to work for the employees.
Congratulations, Mom. You and Brian deserve it. You've worked hard, and enjoy every single second of retirement.